to tell you a story about our beautiful country, Botswana. Hello, I'm Rifilwe.
And I'm Maria.
This is Africa. We live in Southern Africa. Our country is the size of France, but we are only about 1.7 million people. So there's a lot of space and nature.
For us, it's a wonderful place to live, but nearly nobody knows about Botswana. 40 years ago, in 1966, Botswana gained her independence. There was nothing here in 1966. Okay, maybe about 500,000 people. There was some cattle and lots of nature. The central part of the country is Kalahari Desert, grass and bush with dunes, pans and ancient lakes. Very impressive if you like that sort of untouched nature.
Botswana are cattle people. They love their cattle. Cattle are a big source of their income. Gaborone, our capital city, did not exist. People lived in huts in villages. Many men worked, and even now work at their cattle posts. But a lot has changed since those days.
Hey, Hoberman, hey, Dapperton, you've both got your style, but driver, you're never fully dressed without a smile.
After 40 years of independence, the stage of Botswana's development is set for drama. A showpiece to be performed as one of the major independence celebrations is Annie, the musical.
My role in Annie was as the director, and there was a number of reasons why we chose this show. I think primarily when we were thinking about doing a show for the 40th anniversary celebrations of independence for Botswana, it was important to find a show that would have appeal to a wide range of people. We didn't want just an adult theatre show or something that would just be for children. So we were looking for something that would have mass appeal and also something that would have some sort of social relevance to Botswana.
Together at last.
People in Botswana respect differences in culture and religion. We play with children from all over the world.
I don't need sunshine or to turn my skies to blue. I don't need anything but you.
The play also is a story about hope and optimism, and this is what is needed today in Botswana when we look at our own social challenges. We have close to 3.5% of our population which is orphaned as a result of a number of different things, but especially because of the HIV/AIDS epidemic that we've faced in the country. And we're having to make sure that we are not too depressed by that social issue, but that we use our hope and our optimism and our positiveness to overcome that and say, well, how are we going to handle that challenge as we go into the future? People are very willing to buy into a vision and a dream, and that's what this cast did. This cast was very motivated to give it their best because we said we will accept nothing less than your best. The audience here are going to expect a professional production. None of you are professionals, but you will produce a professional show, and I think people just rise to that challenge.
Used to live in a tube where I'd sit and freeze. Get me now, holy cow, would someone pitch me please?
We are the Annies. It was decided to have 2 Annies because the play is taking place every night for 8 weeks.
And on Saturdays, twice.
Botswana has always been a tolerant nation, which has shown when her first president, Sir Seretse Khama, married a white British lady. Ruth Khama became the first lady and mother of the nation at a time when Botswana was surrounded by countries opposed to racial integration. For Ruth and Seretse, it was a hard-knock life.
The kids were probably my best experience. Firstly, because I've never worked with kids before, and I don't think I even relished the idea of it. In fact, the first few weeks were so difficult because I didn't know how to talk to kids. I kept saying things like to them, guys, I want you to sense, I want you to intuit, I want you to feel. Kids would be like 6, 7 years of age and look at me and going, intuit? Sense? I mean, what is he talking about?
Empty belly life, not belly life, full of sorrow life, not tomorrow life. Santa Claus we never see. Santa Claus, what's that? Who's he? No one cares for you. A snitch when you're in an orphanage. It's a hard knock life.
What was the big surprise only 1 year after Botswana's independence?
I have an idea, and I would look underground.
At independence, Botswana's budget was very small. There was hardly any source of income. Taxes were low and the population was low. So we depended on hands-out from Britain. But then we discovered minerals and that changed the whole economic climate. Diamonds in particular have helped to shape the future of Botswana.
Botswana discovered diamonds shortly after independence. The country achieved a record production of 34.3 million carats in 2006. It is the world's leading diamond producer in terms of quality and grade of its diamonds. In countries with stable governments, such as Botswana, diamonds add a lot to the economy.
We negotiated an agreement with DBS, which was very good for us at the time. This money, it was decided very early that mineral resources belonged to the whole nation and not to any particular community or tribe where they were discovered.
What makes Botswana an African